Umineko When They Cry is an anime, a manga, a theatrical play, but foremost a visual novel. Now, if you haven't read Umineko and possibly know nothing about it, go read the visual novel right now. Seriously, you will not regret it. I'll be assuming you already know about Umineko, so massive spoilers ahead. Erika is amazing. This girl is called Erika. She is a character that shows up seemingly out of nowhere in episode 5. We quickly learn that Erika is a piece of Burncastle, the Witch of Miracles. Erika as a character really only has one goal when we first meet her. Ruthlessly tear apart Beato's game and find a culprit so that she can take the title of Territory Lord. To accomplish this, she uses any means necessary. Deceive, manipulate, expose and heartlessly squeeze out any bit of information that she can. At the same time, she mocks everyone around her and takes advantage of people's kindness. She is a purely evil character. And yet, when I think of Erika, I don't think of some heartless beast. Neither do I see some small person who doesn't know what's right or wrong. In Erika, I see a savior. Someone who clarifies everything, and who ends up helping people, often to her own detriment. Erika is the type of character that people hate when they first meet, but then later come to be seen as immensely amazing and many times incredibly funny. So how can that be? Well, to find that out, we'll have to go back through Umineko and see how exactly Rikishi uses the villains. Let's start with Beato. Beatrice is tragic. Anyone who has read Umineko will know that, whether you are talking about the second or third Beatrice of Rakendima, they are both tragic in their own ways. Yet when we meet them in the first episode, they are the villain. Killing off family members one by one and toying with their emotions, Beatrice is undoubtedly the villain. And yet, as we know, we end up understanding Beatrice as people who are misunderstood and abused, frankly. That goes for Auntie Beatrice too. While she is the epitome of evil in the first episode, Beatrice slowly shows more and more heart throughout episode 2, 3, and especially 4. While this is absolutely amazing character writing, seriously, Rikishi is the greatest writer of all time. You can't change my opinion, nothing will change that fact. This poses kind of a problem for Umineko as a story. Because Umineko needs a villain. It needs a bad guy for Battler to point at and scream his frustrations. Yet, with Beato being revealed as sympathetic, who's there to take the spot? Who is there to carry out the murders? Well, in episode 3 we meet Eva Beatrice. She is a magical, witchy manifestation of all the generational trauma that Eva has to deal with. For a lot of the episodes, she is just shown as a one-sided evil character. However, it becomes clear in later episodes just who Eva Beatrice really is and why she is not really fit to be the villain. As episode 3 slowly reveals to us, she is not meant to be the villain of the story, but just the villain of Eva and George. So what about Virgilia? She is revealed to be in cahoots with Beatrice at the end of episode 3. The more you think about it though, she is very much not fit for the role. While it does seem like she's evil by the end of episode 3, Virgilia actually helps a ton in figuring out integral concepts to solving Umineko's mystery. Like introducing the logic that magic can be discounted as simply a biased perspective, or even helping out in understanding how to wield the red truth. Really, she's mostly a help for Battler and the reader. And her being with Beato makes sense the more we come to understand Beato as a sympathetic character. So by episode 5, Umineko is in this weird position, where it doesn't really have a villain. There's no one left to make the murder mystery, and clearly Umineko is very self-aware of this, as it spends the start of episode 5 exploring this exact topic. So how does it solve it? Well, it does it with Erika. She is really unlike any character we have seen before. While she does get more sympathetic over time, seeing her being bullied by Byrne and seeming like a child who has yet to learn social rules, Erika doesn't ever stop being the villain. But by being this unending source of evil, Erika is able to challenge the views of the reader. She's able to fight for a different interpretation of things. She may not really be as competent as she herself claims, but she does something more important, in my opinion. She shows us how exactly we should be thinking in solving the mystery. She is the embodiment of the love of solving murder mystery. She is the embodiment of the love of solving murder mystery puzzles. And while her methods are condemned by Rikishi, her passion is rejuvenating, really. I like to think Rikishi also felt this as he was writing her. To copy an analogy from Higurashi, she is like the new heir being replaced by the old in the act of opening a window. Erika puts Umineko in perspective. By episode 6, when Battler has finally figured out the truth, we start getting this whole new understanding of what really happened in the first 4 episodes. Umineko juggles so many themes and stories and characters at the same time within a very close space. And Erika comes in there and she sets the story straight, really. She's instrumental in not just driving the drama, but also in making us look at everything from a whole new perspective. She's the one to open up Umineko and tear the truth from the fiction. She is the one that helps us finally understand. While she gets plenty of things wrong, in the end she is the one that introduces herself in the story. And through that introduction, we come to fundamentally understand Sayo's tragedy. It is through Erika that everything becomes clear, and this is why she saves Umineko. Because without her, we would still be sitting in that golden land with no joy, endlessly wondering what Beato wanted to communicate with us. For the vast majority of us, Beato isn't the one to make us understand. Erika is. And this is why so many of us love Erika. Because we were all incompetent, just like Battler. We didn't understand Beato's way of communicating with us. But the moment we let in some fresh air, the moment we see new perspectives on things, we were able to see love. Or to say it another way, Erika led us to treasures she herself could never possess. And for that, I love her.